Breaking news tonight. Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport in Alaska is shut down. Federal authorities closed all operations after a catastrophic cargo plane failure during takeoff. The airport, a vital hub for passengers and global cargo, is now under investigation. All flights and runways are closed. The FAA ordered the shutdown, underscoring the gravity of the incident. Thousands of travelers and the global supply chain are affected. Anchorage is one of the world's busiest cargo airports. Its closure means major delays for goods between Asia and North America. Officials are working non-stop to determine what went wrong and ensure safety before reopening. This is more than a travel disruption. It's a near disaster averted by quick-acting first responders. The NTSB is en route to Anchorage to investigate. For Alaskans, the closure is a major blow. Many communities depend on air travel for essentials. The state's largest airport being closed creates a logistical nightmare. Residents are worried about supplies and family. The governor's office is working on contingency plans, but uncertainty remains. The eyes of the aviation world are on Anchorage. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. Here's what we know so far. The incident happened today at 2:15 p.m. local time on runway 15R at Anchorage International. A Boeing 747-8F cargo plane, fully loaded and bound for Asia, suffered a critical failure during takeoff. All 4 crew members were evacuated. Their conditions are being assessed. The plane never left the ground. The problem occurred at the most vulnerable moment, with the aircraft heavy and at high speed. Early reports point to a collapse of the main landing gear on the right side. The plane veered off the runway, skidded into grass, and leaked fuel from damaged wings. Emergency services responded immediately. The FAA issued a ground stop, followed by a full airport closure. The NTSB has launched a GO team of experts to investigate. Their work will be thorough and could take months. For now, Anchorage Airport remains closed and under federal control. The investigation is just beginning. Let's break down the critical moments. The Boeing 747 thundered down the runway, engines roaring, approaching V1, the point of no return. Suddenly, a loud grinding bang, metal failing under stress. The right side landing gear collapsed. The aircraft lurched violently right, wings scraping the runway, sparks flying. Pilots fought for control, but the plane became an uncontrollable sled. It careened off the runway into grass, finally grinding to a halt. The impact ruptured fuel tanks. Jet fuel poured out, creating a fire risk. The crew initiated an emergency evacuation, deploying slides and escaping. Airport fire and rescue teams arrived within moments. Firefighters sprayed fire-suppressing foam over the plane and fuel spill. Their rapid response prevented a catastrophic fire. The crew's training and the emergency plan worked flawlessly. A major disaster was narrowly avoided. The investigation now turns to what caused the gear failure. Eyewitnesses described the chaos and fear. David Jensen, a baggage handler, heard a screech and a boom, then saw the 747 sliding sideways, sparks everywhere. For a second, I thought it would explode. It was terrifying. Sarah Mills, a tourist, watched from the terminal. The plane just dropped to one side. Then smoke, fire trucks, ambulances. The whole terminal went silent. An airline pilot waiting behind the cargo jet saw the right wing drop and sparks fly. We knew immediately it was a gear collapse, chilling to see up close. Ground crew supervisor Maria Flores described sparks like fireworks. With all that fuel, my heart stopped. I expected a fireball. The firefighters are heroes. The airport fire department's response was immediate. Foam was on the plane before it stopped moving. The absence of a fire is credited to their speed and training. First responders prevented a tragedy. The incident left witnesses shaken, but grateful for the outcome. The scene was chaotic, but order was quickly restored. The focus now shifts to recovery and investigation. The airport community is still in shock. The story of the day: disaster averted by seconds. The heroes, firefighters, and first responders. The question: what failed and why? The world is watching for answers. The investigation continues. Officials quickly addressed the public. Airport Director Jim Sabo confirmed the incident, evacuation, and ongoing investigation. The airport remains closed. Safety is the top priority. Governor Dunleavy reassured Alaskans, praising first responders and promising support for the investigation and recovery. The FAA confirmed the landing gear collapse and closure, stating the NTSB will lead the investigation. The cargo company expressed relief for the crew's safety and pledged full cooperation. Messages from all parties emphasized safety, transparency, and a commitment to finding answers. The chain of command is clear. NTSB leads, FAA supports, state and local agencies coordinate. The public is urged to remain patient as the investigation unfolds. Updates will be provided as new information emerges. Calm and cooperation are the order of the day. The airport closure stranded thousands of travelers. Planes were diverted, terminals filled, hotels and rental cars quickly booked out. Passengers, like a German family unable to return home, are left in limbo. People are missing important events, weddings, funerals, business meetings. The disruption is immense and growing. Anchorage is a global cargo hub. Its closure blocks a major artery for goods between Asia and North America. Companies like Amazon, FedEx, and UPS face delays, affecting everything from electronics to medical supplies. Local businesses and jobs are directly impacted. Alaska's internal supply chain is also hit. Remote communities rely on daily flights for essentials. Smaller airfields remain open, but the main hub's closure creates a bottleneck. State officials are scrambling to reroute supplies, but it's a major challenge. The entire state feels the effects of this single incident. The human and economic costs are mounting. The community is anxious, waiting for answers and relief. The situation remains tense and uncertain. The emergency response was swift and coordinated. Air traffic control hit the crash alarm. Emergency units mobilized instantly. Specialized airport firefighters arrived first, deploying foam to prevent fire. Paramedics set up triage and treated the crew, who sustained only minor injuries. Police secured the airfield, establishing a perimeter. Multiple agencies, fire, police, state, worked under a unified command. The FAA and NTSB coordinated closely with on-scene leaders. This preparation and teamwork brought the situation under control quickly. The immediate danger is over, but the investigation and recovery continue. Security will be maintained until federal investigators take over. The response showcased the value of training and coordination. With the emergency contained, the investigation begins. The NTSB GO team, experts in aircraft structures and operations, is en route. Their first task: document the scene with photos, drones, and 3D scans. Every detail, wreckage, tire tracks, fuel samples, will be analyzed. The collapsed landing gear will be examined for signs of fatigue or defect. Black boxes, the cockpit voice, and flight data recorders will be recovered for analysis. These will reveal the flight's final moments, both human and mechanical. Investigators will interview crew, controllers, and maintenance staff. The aircraft's maintenance history will be scrutinized. The goal: determine the cause and prevent future incidents. The process is meticulous and could take months. Safety recommendations will follow. When will Anchorage Airport reopen? There's no timeline yet. The NTSB must finish its initial investigation before the plane can be moved. Specialized equipment will be needed to remove the crippled 747. Only then can runway repairs begin. Airlines are rerouting flights. Cargo companies are seeking alternatives, but options are limited and costly. The state is monitoring supply chains and may arrange emergency shipments to remote communities. The NTSB's full investigation will take months. A preliminary report is expected soon. The findings could lead to changes in aircraft maintenance, pilot training, or equipment design. The world's aviation industry is watching closely. For now, Anchorage and Alaska wait. The damaged plane, a stark reminder of the crisis. The road to recovery will be long and complex. The community's resilience and the rapid emergency response averted disaster. We'll continue to bring updates as the story unfolds.